Hello and welcome to Home with Sarah Jane. In today's video, I thought that we can chat as I clean up the kitchen and start decorating for fall. If you are new here, hello and welcome. My name is Sarah and I'm a homeschooling mom to two girls, ages 11 and 14. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for stopping by once again. I do really appreciate you. So today I'm starting off with a fall flavored coffee. This is a maple and pecan flavored coffee because look at the mess that is in my kitchen. You would have seen I already lit a fall scented candle as well, just to kind of get me more in the fall mood. I was really upset with myself for leaving my kitchen in such disarray because now I have to deal with it this morning. But before I could even clean it, I have to make breakfast. So I am making a very simple breakfast sandwich. This is just maple flavored ground sausage that I'm forming into patties. I'm going to cook these up, add some cheese, add a fried egg and some hot sauce and throw them on an English muffin. And that is breakfast. And then you're going to be able to see me start picking up the kitchen and getting things together so I can actually decorate for fall. So I woke up really late this morning, so I was already feeling behind and like I wasn't going to be able to be very productive this day. But it turns out that I was pretty productive. It's just I did not get done what I wanted to. So I was a little bit bummed out about that. Here is my favorite fall scented cleaner. It's the apple cider cleaner from the Mrs. Meyer collection. I think it smells so good. This is not sponsored. I just really enjoy the smell of their apple cider products. It makes the whole house smell like fall, and it actually makes me want to clean. Which I don't always feel that way. I'm usually in one of two moods. I either really want to cook or I really want to clean, but I'm never in the mood to do both. Maybe I'm the only one. Maybe you guys feel that way too, but I never feel like doing both in the same day. So yeah, today I was definitely more in a cooking mood, but I didn't have time to cook because my house was such a mess. So now that I'm done with breakfast, I'm going to go ahead and continue on with the cleaning. I decided to clean in just really small sections and then decorate those small sections right after. I was having a hard time this day. I kept on getting interrupted. I was unable to get as much done as I wanted to get done. So doing the cleaning and the decorating in small chunks just made it easier. And I felt more motivated to keep going because I was seeing fall decor coming out. But you'll also notice that I'm not really adding too much fall decor to my countertops because I really don't like the clutter. So I wanted to make sure that what I was adding to the countertops was going to be functional. So this pumpkin here is just holding some Mexican hot chocolate, which we tend to drink a lot of in the fall. And then this one here is just holding some sugar for my coffee in the morning. I'm trying to get away from adding sugar to my coffee. That's been a struggle. I've cut it back a ton, but I'm having a hard time cutting sugar out completely from my coffee. I don't like the bitterness of it. Now, in this small section, you're going to see that I'm not really adding too much decor either because, again, I want to keep it functional and I don't want it to feel cluttered. So I'm just adding these cute little spatulas, which I do use. They're not just, sitting here looking cute. I do use them when I bake and things. And I also took the time to fill a lot of the containers that were empty so that I wouldn't have to worry about it later. Now, I did add in my, Sugar Skull salt and pepper shakers. I love those things. Even though I'm not really focusing too much on Day of the Dead or Halloween yet, I'm primarily just focusing on fall decor. So I've moved on to the dishes. My sink is disgusting. Now, it just needs to be replaced, honestly. There's a lot of chips in my sink and, a lot of staining. But today I wanted to take the time to actually try and get some of the stains out of the sink. So you're going to see that in just a moment where I'm trying to, whiten the sink, I guess you can say. Here it is before I added in some cleaner. Those black marks are like actual chips in the sink, so those aren't going to go away. But here I am just trying to scrub my little heart out and clean my sink because my house is old. It's lived in. It's dirty. This is what it looks like. But I'm trying my best to... See, this is after. You can still see some stains in there. It is better, but I'm definitely trying to keep things as tidy as possible. So while I finished cleaning and decorating the kitchen, front room, and dining room, I thought I'd share what happened on the first day of the new homeschool year. And let me just say, it was not as great as it could have been, and a lot of that was my fault. So I just kind of wanted to share this story. Now, no going into this that my dog is perfectly fine and he is back to normal now. It was just a very scary situation. And what ended up happening is that the night before we started the new homeschool year, he had a severe allergic reaction to an ingredient in one of his dental treats. And his face started swelling. He got really lethargic. He was drooling all over. We had to contact an emergency vet. They told us what to do to stop, the reaction. He was on medication for 3 days. I mean, everybody was clearly upset. I was hysterical, like crying, like crying my eyes out. My kids were really upset and nobody really got great sleep. So instead of postponing our homeschool day, I just kept going with it. And I really should have postponed the first day back to homeschool, because although the day was still successful and we had a nice time, it was kind of clouded by what had happened the night before. So this is just a friendly reminder that as homeschooling parents, we have the ability to adjust things when it comes to school when life throws curveballs at us. So just keep that in mind. So now back to the cleaning. This sink was and is disgusting, as you can see. This is where my kids clean a lot of their art supplies. So there's always like paint and stuff and glitter like kind of stuck around this sink. So I'm just taking the time to soak some paper towels in distilled white vinegar and just letting it really soak up and sit on it. And as you can see, it worked pretty well. It got majority of the stains off of the faucet, and I'm so glad I took the time to do that because this sink really needed some love and some attention. The rest of this bathroom, it's a half bath and it's very small, but as you can see, there's no decor in here. It's just plain and blah. So adding in the fall decor made a huge difference. I even made sure that I put in a scented candle so that this bathroom smells really, really well. It smells really, really good. I'm really glad that I did that. There's my pumpkin spice latte candle in there. Now, here's how the mantle turned out in the front room. I am a little bummed I didn't get to the homeschool nature cabinet. I really wanted to decorate that, but I just didn't have time. But here's how the kitchen came out. I love putting decor on the sides of my cabinets. Don't know why. I started doing that, I think like 2-3 years ago, and I just love it. I just love how it turns out. And as you can see, I didn't really clutter up the countertops. Again, I wanted to keep them functional. I wanted to keep everything kind of light and clean. And I think I'm happy with this. I don't think I need to change much. But as Day of the Dead and Halloween come closer, I will add in some decor to fit in those holidays. I just didn't want to start with that. I wanted to celebrate fall. As you can see, there are already dishes in the sink. So there's that. Never-ending cycle there. But that is everything that I wanted to share with you today. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comment section. Thank you so much for stopping by. You have a great day. Bye.